morning, Richmond fans. How are you? Wow. Welcome along here to the That's Good for Footy panel show live from the Burvale Hotel. I've been doing these shows. My name's Damien. I've been doing these shows for 7 years. I came up with the idea one night when I was sitting at home watching the footy show. I was a bit pissed and I went, Jesus, that's shit. And I thought, what I'd like to do is do something that gives fans access to the players, players access to the fans. So I came up with this idea and it took Richmond to get this kind of crowd. Wow. You guys are seriously fantastic. I'm not going to muck around because you've been waiting long enough. Let's get the boys out here. Our first panellist, he was born on the 9th of October in 1989, which means it's his birthday in 4 days. He's a 3 times All-Australian 2014 and 15 and as well 17. This year he was also made the All-Australian captain. He too is a 2017 premiership player for the Richmond Football Club. He has played 175 games and kicked a total of 9 goals. When he plays football for the Richmond Football Club, he wears the number 18 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Alex Rance.
We're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win.
All right. You've got another one coming, so I'll get him out here as well. But first of all, welcome to the show, mate. Nice to have you here.
Thanks, mate. You didn't have to mention the goals, but, you know, that's always...
There's more of that coming.
Beautiful. No, I'm going well. A little bit dusty. My voice has just come back. So
a little bit dusty?
Yeah.
You don't have to mention that name and they go nuts.
Oh, Dusty.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well done, mate. Congratulations on everything, but we'll talk about that as we go on. Our second panellist, ladies and gentlemen, was born on the 7th of April 1990. He has been the club's captain since 2012. He is now the 2017 Richmond premiership captain. He's played 198 games and he's kicked a total of 118 goals. When he plays football, he wears the number 9 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Trent Cotchin.
We're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a
I'll let
grin,
this one go a little bit.
risking head and skin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Wow.
I've heard that song a few
I was
times
going
over
to
the past
say,
week.
just a couple of times you've heard it this week. You know,
Still not
We've
still
sung
not
it a
sick
couple
of
of times, haven't we?
Yeah.
Too.
Oh.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a belly full of piss.
And would you want to have it any other way? Boys, I'm going to introduce this. We're just going to talk a little bit of football, but this segment we're going to call it We Are the Champions.
We are the champions. We are the champions.
Wow. All right, a little bit of Eye of the Tiger, boys. There you go. I'm going to go through a few things with you boys just to discuss the emotions of the week leading up to, also post, and we'll go through that. I wanted to ask you first of all, Trent, how good was the feeling when you and Jack Graham were heading down the race after coming off the ground and you rounded the corner to move into where everybody was there to celebrate? What was that emotion like?
Incredible, yeah.
Yeah?
It's probably the easiest word to sum it up, but just the emotion of, you know, doing the lap of honour, I suppose, with all the boys, and then coming into where friends, family, partners, kids are all there waiting to just join in the celebrations of what's been, you know, an amazing year, but also an amazing part of our journey. It's our 10th season together, Tross and I, so, you know, pretty special.
Yeah.
Jack Graham, though, for God's sakes, 5 games and he's
This is what I
won
was
a
about
flag.
to allude to. How's that boy? I've written down here, 5 games, 3 goals, and he's walking down the race with you with the Premiership Cup.
Little bastard. We put in all this work for the past 10 years and he just waltzes in. Actually, he played pretty well, so
He did.
He probably earned his spot on the day.
Is it possible? I saw him look at you and then he muttered a couple of words, and you look back at him and then you embraced. Still, as you're walking through, is it possible to find out what you were? We did it. Was it something along those lines?
From memory, it was just bloody how good's this coach.
He's a pretty simple fella, Jack.
Yeah, right. Man of
From
simple
Adelaide,
words.
you know. He's an incredible kid, Jackie boy. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the way he progresses. You know, he's only a 19-year-old, which is incredible. The way he went to Sloane, kept him to 4 possessions, kicked to himself in that third quarter.
How good is
Had
that?
a massive impact on the biggest stage in the AFL.
Bloody awesome. Well done. When did you personally, this is for both of you, when did you personally think, oh my God, we've done this? At what point during the game?
You go, after Tross.
Well, there was no point because there's 2 games this year which really... there's a few games that got under my skin this year, but there's a couple of games that got taken away from us really late, and so we had a bit of a code in the back line that just to stay on the task, keep one foot in front of the other, and so I think there was 2 minutes to go, and Bash is like, mate, we've won it, and I'm like, no, we haven't. Let's just keep going, and we're up by 40 points with two minutes to go. I was like, mate, just calm down. We're not there yet. And he's like, nah. So him and Brando, you know, the 2 most leery defenders we've got, they're all hooting and hollering. Me, Grimesy, Dave and Broady, the real dour units, we're just like, nah, come on, dig in.
Job's not done yet.
Yeah, so it wasn't until the siren went that I was like, yep, we did it.
And for you, Trent?
Yeah, just before half-time, I was pretty confident.
That's what you want. That's the answer right there. Thank you very much. What's been the most unbelievable thing that has happened since the win? Can you pinpoint it?
I haven't paid for a beer.
You won't be doing that for a long time, let me tell you.
What has been the most amazing thing?
Probably for me, we had our best and fairest, as a lot of you probably attended, on Monday night. And as your wife or girlfriend's getting doled up, we had a fair bit of time in the afternoon, and there was about 12 of the boys, I think, that got together for a late, long lunch. Right. And I think that was the moment that it all started to sink in for me, and Jack and Dusty shouted a couple of bottles of Grange, so I wasn't complaining there.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're getting paid the most at the footy club.
and
me and Rancy are tight asses.
What memory from the day do you think will remain with you for the rest of your life?
There's a couple. The one where, so my parents were lucky enough to, and family were lucky enough to have a box just up behind the punt road end, and so just after the siren had gone and I'd had a pretty tearful embrace with Dave Asprey, I sort of looked up at my family and I could see their faces, and I just lost it then, because I could see they were so happy for me, and obviously they'd seen how far I'd come. It was super emotional, and everyone knows I'm a pretty emotional dude at the best of times, but after you win a flag, the tears were coming quick and fast. I was pretty dehydrated by the end of it.
Yeah, right. Nice. You, Trent?
Yeah, probably along the similar lines. It took me 3/4 of the lap to actually find my wife and daughters, but just seeing them, that was a pretty special moment. That's
enough right there. Yeah, well done. There was a lot going on behind the scenes this year with some cold, hard truths and some acceptances, reality checks, the genuine, honest, raw emotion. Now, I know that you wrote an article about it. I've heard stories from Dimmer. It was all about addressing it, going away from the club, coming back. Even Dusty said when he came to the club in the pre-season that there was just so much raw emotion that was there, that it was going to be your time. Sorry, I'm getting emotional now. But from that, there was a lot of hard truths. Can you talk about any of that now that time is now past?
Yeah, I don't think it was so much hard truths. It was more just about... I think in the past we'd all tried to be pigeonholed into the same mould, same player, bring the same sort of strengths or key skills to the game, whereas we just had a moment where we let go and then started to embrace, Rancy, although he looks perfect, he's not.
Leave it. Yeah.
And that was seriously a big part of what changed in our group. We still take the piss out of each other, don't get me wrong, but it was just about encouraging everyone to be themselves, which I think in society, so many people have anxiety, depression, insecurities because we all see these models or people that are painted in the perfect light, and we start to compare ourselves to them. But the reality is, you are who you are for a reason, and we should all embrace that.
It's Instagram's fault.
It's Instagram's fault.
It's Instagram's fault because who posts after they've had a massive night on the piss going, oh, here you go, yeah, this is me, this is what I look like after a huge... No one ever does that.
No.
They're beautiful, sucking their guts in on the beach. Hello, have a look at me.
Yeah.
So Instagram, you're to blame.
Yeah. Everyone's having a fantastic holiday, but they're not. I get it. Listen, boys, those losses throughout the year, do they sit with you? The ones from round 7, 8 and 9 where it was only 3 games were under a kick. There seemed to be a real turning point at that stage. Am I true in thinking that? Was that the feeling around the club?
It was... The best thing about our year is that it wasn't necessarily... all of our emotions weren't driven on results. We had a really good process in place, and we were well aware that if we kept at it that we were going to get some good results. Sometimes we're going to be unlucky. There was I think it was the GWS game which we sort of just kicked ourselves out of, which was a bit of a weird one. But Dimmo kept enforcing it and making sure that we got our enjoyment out of the pressure and the things that we put on that they couldn't take away from us. And I think that's what won us so many finals games, is that we never fretted about, oh, this game could get taken away from us. We just kept trying. We just kept putting in, and I think that's what best sort of represents us as a football club, our supporters, our fans. We're blue collar. We get in and get it done. And so, I guess that's what we did throughout the final series.
Beautiful. Yeah, please. Can I say, how's this for a we're back baby moment? Qualifying final, 9-goal win. Preliminary final, 6-goal win. Grand final, 8-goal win. We're back. Richmond Football Club. Bloody awesome. Great final series. I like this quote. A defining realisation is finding the balance between pressure, expectation and capability, and then turning that into success.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
Doesn't sound bad, does it? Yeah.
Who said that?
I did. I actually did. Barmy said the ability was always there. It was just a case of implementing the trust factor. In a lot of ways, that just meant letting go. And that's what you were alluding to before, Trent.
Yeah, I think that, and the fact that, you talk about those 3 losses, that was part of the evidence, because confidence is based on evidence, and it was just part of our journey. And, when you get into finals and you think about everything we'd been through as a group, there really wasn't a way we'd won or lost a game throughout the whole season. So you take so much confidence from that.
Brilliant. I love it. Now, yeah.
And here's a fact for you. We didn't lose to the same team twice this season.
So stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
That was pipe as well for everyone that didn't hear that. I need to ask you, Trent, the suspension, were you actually shitting bricks after the prelim? Or did you actually were you at a peace of mind? Because I have heard you say, what will say la vie, what will be. But were you actually...
That was genuinely my thought process.
Yeah.
And, as hard as it would have been to sit in the stand and watch our team perform in a grand final, I was comfortable with that. I mean, I was just rapt that the guys would have had an opportunity to live out one of their childhood dreams. Granted, I would have been a little bit envious. Yeah. I think that's just where our growth has been as a group. And you only have to look at some of the guys that, Anthony Miles had an amazing year playing AFL footy at VFL level for the majority. Doesn't get an opportunity, and there's so many stories like that. And then on the flip side of Jacob Townsend, who played the majority of the year in VFL, comes in, takes his opportunity, dominates and plays a role for us, and gets rewarded with a premiership. So I think that's the beauty of our group at the moment. It's a very selfless group, and that's probably why I didn't value, nor was I worried. I was going for the footy, so...
I was practising my coin toss early in the week. I was like, this better not come off. I hope I'm not having to do this on the weekend.
Would you have gone heads or tails?
I was freaking out. I don't know. I was just doing this all Monday.
And you've been doing that ever since too.
And then it changed to that.
Coin toss to
that. It sort of went from that to that.
Yeah. Well done. It's funny you started to lead into that then, Trent. We talk about it being real team effort, everyone playing their role and contributing. The forward line being referred to as the Mosquito Fleet this year. You had Jack with 54 goals, then it was spread around with another guy called Dusty Martin being thrown down forward occasionally. He finished up with 37, but it was these boys. Butler with 30, Castagno 26, Rioli 25, Caddy 21, Cochin 17. And yeah, 17.
I kicked nearly double what Rancy has in his career this year. How good's that? Huh?
Clutch. I only come out when I'm needed. Just the one this year.
And it's good that you say that, because I went, shit, the Tigers were going that well this year that even Rancy kicked one.
It was a bloody good one too.
Yeah, it was a tight contest over in Subi. The game was on the line. I needed to kick a clutch
What were we
goal.
up by?
Oh, we're only up by, I think, 95 at that stage, so we needed it.
Clutch goal. Speaking of Alex, the back half this year was awesome with great assistance from Asprey, Hooley, Grimes, Vlaston, plus your big ruckman in Toby Nankervis. What a find he was, playing, reserve. He was reserved for the AFL Grand Final for Sydney Swans last year, and he got the flag this year with the Richmond Football Club. What a great little story that is.
Yeah, it's a super story. He brings so much. I guess Trent could probably talk a bit more about what he brings on field, because I don't have heaps to do with him in that respect. But off field, he I don't know, brings this sort of big dopey ruckman sort of, grungy. He just sort of fitted us. It was almost like he was born to wear a Richmond jumper. Tassie boy. So we're good with the Tassie boys out at the Tigs.
Yeah,
so
aren't you just?
But the back line, they're my boys. I think this year has been a real eye-opening moment for the general public to see Nick Voston's a star, Dave Ashbury's a vault, Dylan Grimes, what a season. Basher Hooley, everyone knew what can come from him. Brandon Ellis as a half-back, he's super as well. But one of the ones who he created a lot of flexibility was Nathan Broad. He come in late, he's a superstar as well. And I think I'm glad that a lot more people are seeing what I saw such a long time ago, and that these blokes are just getting a clean run at it with no injuries and just being able to back themselves and embrace what they can bring to the game.
Excellent. Yeah, you'd have.
Yeah,
Yeah, good. Now, Kochi, not to embarrass you, mate, but you did some pretty amazing selfless acts this year. I just want to go with your openness towards where your head was at, obviously, when you wrote your article. Plus, over the finals period, looking after Daniel Rioli, and even going to wish Lid's condolences at the end of the GWS game.
Yeah, I'll take that back. He hasn't texted me since the grand final.
Hasn't he?
Stuff him.
Stuff him.
It's a pretty decent pill to swallow, isn't it? Leaving a club and then them doing you in the prelim.
Don't mention the war.
Sorry.
But you really have cemented that nice guy image by just those little bit of selfless acts, and I think it was just. I just wanted to highlight that point because I thought it was nice. You put Rioli on your shoulders, you took him around just to let him, be part of it and embrace it.
Mr. Perfect. He's not that perfect.
They're both friggin' perfect.
He's
Have
got
a look
a
at him.
bung toe.
Oh, yeah.
Second from the left.
And an ingrown toenail to match. Oh, he's horrible. No, but well done, mate. Seriously.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Sausage, as much as he looks like part of the mosquito fleet, he's heavier. And I don't know whether it was just because I'd played a whole game, but my legs were numb after carrying him for... And he's carrying on like a pork chop with the Premiership Cup. I was just trying to get him around.
Oh, mate. Have you boys had a chance to catch up with Richo? I'm talking about after the game, any period over that period of time? Because I also wanted to allude to what a wonderful year he's had. Not only has the team that he loves and adores, and I had him on the show a few weeks ago, and just the way that he expresses himself when he talks about the Richmond Football Club it's real. It's real. It's passion. But on top of that, he had his beautiful baby daughter as well. So he's had a fantastic year for one of the nice gentlemen of football. Have you had a chance to speak with him at all?
Yeah, I caught up with him. I shared some nice moments on ground with him after the game, which was very nice because obviously both of our careers were, I guess, blazed by him. He was the greatest footballer that I had ever played with. Now I've played with some pretty decent players, and him and number 4 now. So. But yeah, and then at the best and fairest as well, it'd start to sink in a bit more and just to chat a bit more candidly. And, part of me was a little bit upset that he couldn't share in that with us, but he pretty much was the icon of Richmond while we were going through that sort of wilderness period in sort of that 37 years. So he single-handedly... he took out, 20 of those 37 years, the poor bloke. But yeah, he was the one that everyone sort of clung to, I think.
Yeah. He really does embody that Richmond spirit, though, doesn't he? And again, another good Tasmanian.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of catching up with him, I was lucky enough to, obviously, we spent a little bit of time together on field and the days post that, but best and fairest after party, I was having another good conversation with him, and I think the thing that sums up Richo is that he said, you know what I'm bloody sick of, Koch? I'm sick of people asking if I'm jealous. He goes, I am just effing rap for you blokes, and I think that just shows the incredible character he's been for his whole life, and in particular lately, and why he's loved by so many, including the current crop of players.
Yeah, absolutely. Great answers. Thanks, boys. Now that it's over, how confident were you both with Dusty signing, and how did you feel once the announcement was made?
It was like the coin toss, just like the coin. I was like, don't, Dustin, don't do it. I think always in my heart I knew that he couldn't go because he's such a loyal person, and but at the same time, that's life-changing money, and I would never have held it against him if he had said, you know, I could set my family up and for generations with this type of money. So I would have never held it against him.
I would have.
But now Kochi and I are both playing for Puma socks rather than getting paid this year. So, so it's bittersweet. We've got the best player in the comp, but, you know, we're not getting paid much.
Damo, I'm pretty sure he'll set his family up with what is going on at Richmond too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can I just say to you, just on the back of that, Trent, obviously you guys have got a wonderful bromance, but what I wanted to find out, through that period, how hard was it for you to sort of contain yourself and not trying to be an influence in any way, shape or form, but just let him go about the decision-making process?
I definitely tried to be an influence for the right reasons. I tried to make it really clear for him that it wasn't the captain speaking. It was more just a close friend who I always just tried to make him understand what I thought for him in his life was going to be the best decision. I never ever said, I always came back to the fact that it was his decision and he needed to be happy with whatever that was. So no pressure, but just some guidance from a friend rather than the captain.
Great. Love it. Thank you very much for sharing that. Tell us just a little bit about the celebrations. I know that you headed into, we can talk about it, Bond Bar in the city afterwards. Yeah. But there was that shot of Dusty and Dom Perignon. That's a celebratory moment right there.
Yeah, he's been very generous, Dustin. Yeah, sort of. I think I copped a few drops of that in my face with that nice champagne. But he, so it was large. It was so what was that? What day was that?
It was after the game.
Saturday. So it was Saturday night, and then went to the wee hours of the morning, and then Sunday we went back to the club just to sort of catch up with family and friends, and had a few tins there. What happened after that? Monday.
What hangover are they up to? Hangover number 3? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, at least. Oh, so we had a long lunch Monday, best and fairest, and then best and fairest after party, so that was large. And Tuesday we had our Mad Tuesday. I can't remember a lot of that day. And
they gave you a microphone on Channel 9 and said, here, go interview some people. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, smart. That was while I was sober, and then a few hours later I was blacked out. Then I don't condone drinking to excess, but responsibly. And then yesterday I just couldn't do it anymore. I said, nah, pull on the pin. And then today I haven't had anything either. So I'm
good on you, mate.
Yeah,
well,
4 days is enough for me. Yeah, boring, I know, but I've got to save the few brain cells that I actually do have.
I watched anyway, it wasn't where I was watching it from, but I just wanted to know, did you see the scenes of everybody down, you would have by now obviously, down on Swan Street? We were actually in the heart of it, and it was seriously amazing. It was so good.
I think part of us as the boys, we're a little bit disappointed we didn't get to see that part of Richmond on that night.
Yeah.
Rancy did make a suggestion that we should drive the bus down there. They were like, oh, the road's closed. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they'll open it up for us.
Bit like the parting of the Red Sea.
Anyway, they didn't, so...
Yeah.
I think I saw a photo of one of those bollard, those orange bollard things with the black bases. Someone had discused it straight through the front of the Collingwood. That was the best. What better way to say we've won a flag than to go, hey, Collingwood, have this.
You did it in 1980 over 81 points,
Oh,
and
it was
you did
brilliant.
it again.
I loved it. It was just stuck in the glass. This big black thing. It was so funny.
Do you find a lot of, I don't even know what terminology I want to use here, but with the dusty haircuts, they are everywhere. Do you think there's a cut-off point? Is there a
stop
cut-off
now.
point?
It's horrible.
No, but I mean age-wise.
There's no acceptable age. You look like a homeless person. Fallen asleep next to the heater and burnt all the sides of your hair off.
Yeah, I can't top that.
And apologies to anyone in here who has that haircut.
Yeah, we move right along.
It's awkward.
I want to be a little bit selfish here. I'm a Tasmanian boy and I went to school with Benny Gale, right? And I love the man. And it was so wonderful to see for him and the Richmond Football Club everything you guys have been through, what he and Peggy have done, to bring that club to the success that you're now enjoying. How's your discussions gone with Brendan over the period?
Good.
Yeah. How happy is he though? I mean,
to see that raw emotion
Yeah.
on the footage was special. You know, obviously the club's been a massive part of his life, not just of recently.
No. Him and
But yeah, a
Butch.
bit like Richo, he's shared in that player's experience. Didn't get to taste the success, but you know, as Dimas says that it's the best premiership he's ever won, and I think it's just because you're overseeing. You almost feel like a father figure to so many of the players, and probably the administration staff for Brendan. So, yeah, a whole lot of effort, a whole lot of energy, all results in like this funny shaped thing with two big ears. Looks like Chris Newman's head, actually.
I guess. Yeah, come on, mate. He's a good friend of ours. He's had him pinned back.
Skipper of the club, bloody hell.
I guess, and Trent probably can't talk about the whole hierarchy of leadership because he was so heavily entrenched in it. But from an outsider looking in, and you see the troubles that we went through over the past 3 years, probably with board coups and all that kind of rubbish, and you know Trent's leadership being questioned and Damien's direction being questioned. That's what frustrated me so much, is because they don't see what we see, and they're just calling it from their own personal opinion. And so to see Brendan Gale stand firm, Damien Hardwick stand firm, Trent Cotchin stand firm as our leaders of our football club, that's what gave us the success. We wouldn't have won this premiership if all those three key people hadn't have stood their ground and say, no, we know where we're going. You guys can have your opinion and shove it. So it was, yeah.
Thank you.
That's actually a really beautiful way to finish off on that segment, because it's these are all the things that I thought about, just the emotion of what you've gone through over the journey, what you've been through over the final series, and now to walk away with the ultimate accolade is freaking awesome. Congratulations to both the boys from the Richmond Football Club. Thank you very, very much. You've made a lot of people very happy. Well done. We're going to have a quick little segment, and I can see, I spy with my little eye, that lady that just bent down to talk to her son there, can I get you to come up, little fella? Can I get you to come up here? Yeah, you. Come on, mate. Walk your way through here and come up on the stage. And that little girl that was behind, I think your father's, can I get you to come up as well?
Whose paddle would you like to hold? Trent's
Come on up,
or mine?
darling. Come on up.
You can choose. It's your choice, mate.
Come through. Watch out, Sanders.
Whose paddle? All right, he's gone for Trent. You can't win them all.
Can someone give her a hand to get up?
There you go.
There
What
we
score am
go.
I
Just
on?
come around here, darling. Now, who have we got
go.
here? What are your names?
Zara,
Zara?
Harry,
Zara and Harris.
Harry.
Harry. Excuse me, Zara and Harry. Welcome to the show, you two. What's going to happen? The boys are going to sit here, and I'd like you to come and stand in between them. All right?
All right. There you go.
Oh, and you're going to take a seat. Oh, how's that?
There you
Zara,
go.
you come in here, darling. You all right? You okay? Nice and comfortable? All right, here we go. Yeah. There you go. Now, you have to, Mum and Dad are filming this, so, you have to get right onto it. What's going to happen here, you two lovely children, is I'm going to ask a series of questions, and you two are going to be turning over the paddle each time that these two boys get one right. Now, Harry, you're going to be playing on behalf of Trent, and every time that he gets a question right, you just flip over the paddle. And for you, Zara, you're going to be playing on behalf of the lovely Alex.
We got this, Zara.
And every time that he gets one right, you're going to flip one over as well. So I'm going to ask the questions to the boys. Trent, you need your microphone.
Got it.
Good. What's going to happen here, boys? Your names are the buzzers. All right, so I'll ask the question. Buzz in with your name. First one wins. Here we go. How many players have won in the same year the Brownlow?
Trent.
Trent?
One.
Correct. Dustin Martin. 1 point.
Just the one, that's all.
Yeah, just flip it over.
That's, hold it, yeah.
Flip it over.
Very good. Good job, Harry.
Oh, Zara said, I want to go. You'll be right, darling. Oh, you sure? You sure? Oh.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, darling. I didn't want to embarrass you. Sorry, Zara.
See, not even anyone wants to join me team.
All right, I'm going to have to... No, I've got to look for... I'm looking for...
Camera. Look.
I'm looking for a little... Okay. Are you okay with this? Yeah. Come on up, darling.
Take two. Poor little Zara. It's okay.
Sorry, Zara. Oh, baby, don't cry. Now I feel really bad.
Gotcha. Jump on in.
She'll get a footy, don't worry about that. What would your name be? Haley. Hayden? Well, nice to meet you. Welcome to the show. All right, you're going to be playing on behalf of Alex, all right? So each time he gets one right, you'll flip it over. Here we go, boys. How many supporters did the Richmond Football Club have at the end of the...
Rancy, 75,000.
I was going to say closest within 1,000, but 75,777 is correct. And they say you're 102 behind the Pies. Come on. Dogs and cats don't count. That's not fair. Rancy got that one, so you're on a score of 1.
So,
well
yep,
done.
we're on.
All right, so it's 1 each. Have you flipped your one over there? Yep, good boy.
He's on 1.
Question number 3. How many votes did Dusty Pole and the Brown...
Chance.
I reckon it was
36.
Rancy. Correct, mate. 36. That's correct.
Here we go.
How many people attended the AFL?
Rancy. Oh. And this has got to be the nearest one.
Yeah.
100,021.
Correct. Spot on. He got that one correct. Which AFL footballer is now referred to as the Count?
Rancy.
Rancy?
Matthew Lloyd.
And can we have a version of it?
I did that. 1 premiership.
There you go. All right, you got that one right. Who were the last 4 teams Richmond played,
Rancy.
excluding the grand final?
Cochin.
Well, I was already in.
Finish the question.
Well, that's not my fault.
Should I let him?
He was going to say Crows.
Hey, Damo, it's your show, so...
Yeah.
Who are you going to
Who's running this thing?
Yep.
Kochi? Rams.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
So we played GWS.
Everyone's
we played-
crying and leaving the show. Sorry, mate.
So we played GW. Do I have to do an order? Or?
doesn't matter.
Today, Junior.
So GWS, Geelong, and then we played St Kilda, and then we played Freo.
Oh,
Yeah.
correct.
Very good.
No help.
We are flying here.
Well done.
Lucky,
you got that
lucky
right.
we didn't go an extra game because Rancy didn't play against Geelong. Remember that?
It's got him with a sucker punch. Got him with a sucker punch.
Here we go, boys. What song did Jack sing?
Trent. Cotton. Me.
Yeah. Trent Cotchin.
Mr. Brightside.
Mr. Brightside is correct.
What are we on? 2 ahead. All right.
In the AFL Grand Final, who had 20 kicks, 5 handballs, and 25 disposals for the Richmond Football Club?
Rancy.
Koch.
Rancy?
Shane Edwards?
No.
Bashahuli.
Correct. How are we going there score-wise? Are we 3 each, are we?
I think we got 4.
3 versus 4. All right, 3
Here we go.
versus
Maybe
4.
we'll flip him round.
All right.
That's
There we
better.
go.
Now we're cooking. And I reckon you do the same.
He's good.
Yep.
So
No,
if
we're
you-
on 4.
so
We're
you-
actually on 4. Are we actually on 4?
No.
We're on 4, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you just keep doing it how you were doing it. Don't worry about Rancy. He tries to tell other defenders how to do their job, and they do it already well, so don't worry about it.
All right, scores are level. Let's see how we go here. How many premierships has the Richmond...
Cotty.
Oh, mate, seriously?
Yeah, Kochi. Kochi.
11.
Correct, mate. All right, here we
And
go.
the rest of the question was before this year. 10.
Here you go. Question number 10. 2 questions to go. Did Jack happen to drop the F-bomb in his post-grad... Kochi.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
And I nearly did too.
Unassailable.
right.
Unassailable.
Saved myself.
Have we got an unassailable lead here?
Last question.
Looks like we have. Last question. Who said the Tigers are in the grand final? Can you believe it?
Rancy.
I can't.
Dimmer.
No.
I don't know. I was
Who cares?
playing.
I won.
Richard, that's it. There you go. Look at that. You win.
Sorry about that.
That was sensational, right? I've got a really good prize pack for both of you. So what I'm going to do here is you're going to take that. That's yours.
Slab a beer each.
There's a beanie. Okay. So you like that. There's a beanie for you as well. And I know it sounds stupid giving you a stubby holder.
Don't mess
but,
his hair
you know,
up. Don't mess
Dad's
his...
probably gonna
Oh!
love you for it.
Mate.
I love it. So that's yours, guys. All right. So you take all that. Know that you've been on the That's Good for Footy panel show, grand final edition, post grand final edition with Alex Rance and Trent Cotchin. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Well done, my dear. Very sweet of you. Well done. And don't worry, Zara. I'll look after you at the end of the show. All right. We'll give you something. Well done, darling. Woo.
Winning's
All right.
hard.
Well done, boys. Thank you. We're looking for 4
Robbed. I was bloody
people.
robbed.
4, just 4, to come up the front. And I can that girl in the glasses just there. Oh, all right. All right, yeah. You're making enough noise. We'll see how good you are. That gentleman there with his fist going like that, you're in. And we've got
4.
Is that our 4?
We got
All
4.
right, okay. Come on up. No, not up. Just up there. That'll be fine. If you could all squeeze in nice and tight. And Sandra, have you got the... Yep. Mike, there it is. Could you let me know who we've got down here, Sam?
Shazza.
Shazza, yep.
Steph,
Steph,
Danny,
and Max. Nice.
Matt.
What is going on with your
I
ears
know,
tonight, mate?
mate.
Clean them out. Get the ear candles.
I will.
It's in the work.
Oh, okay.
Where's
All right,
the...
okay.
on this thing?
What you 4 individuals have come up here to participate in is a segment called I Did It My Way.
Oh no, not me. I did it my way.
All right, now what each of you is going to be playing for is $200 and something worth of vouchers, and one of you is going to win that slab of beer. The runner-up... The runner-up is also going to win a bottle of champagne. What do you have to do for that? You're about to find out. What you need to do is all 4 of you turn around and face it that way, because if you don't see yourself on camera, you'll be spewing tomorrow. All 4 of you are going to be singing the Richmond Club theme song. Okay? And these people out here are going to nominate who they think sang it the best. All right? Yeah. That was stuffed, I think you said. So we're going to start with Shazza. She's going to sing the Richmond theme song. What's going to happen here, Shazza? We're going to lead you in with around about 3 seconds of it. Not that you probably need it. But we'll lead you in with it. You give us your best rendition, and then all these people will vote on it. Let's go.
We're from Tigerland. A fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see just risking head and shin. We're behind, then never mind. We'll fight and win. Oh, we're from Tigerland. Never weak until the final siren's gone. Like the tigers of old, we're strong and we're bold. Oh, we're from Tiger, yellow and black. Oh, we're from Tigerland.
Wow. All right, not bad, Chandler. Well done. Now, Steph, and also this to you as well, Danny and Matt. If you want to do a rap version, you want to like get naked, we don't. We've got a slab of beer on the line and $200 worth of vouchers. So give us your best rendition. The guys have just won the flag. They've come here to see you tonight. Belt it out down the back of the room. Give us your... Let's go, Steph.
Oh, we're from Tigerland. A fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin. Hey, risking hand and skin. Hey, if we're behind, then never mind. We'll fight and we know we're from Tigerland. Bum, 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 bum. We never weak until the final siren's gone. Like the tigers of old, we're strong and we're bold. Oh, we're from Tiger, yellow and black. We're from Tigerland.
Wow.
Woo!
Remember in the voting process that Steph brought her own trumpet in that. So remember that.
Well done, Steph. Very nice. How are you feeling, Danny? You must have something you're going to belt out.
Let's go.
Yeah, you ready for it? All right, mate, let's lead you in.
Oh, we're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin. Hey, risking head and shin. Hey, if we're behind, we'll never mind. We'll fight and win. Oh, we're from Tigerland. Never weak until the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold. Oh, we're from Tiger, yellow and black. Oh, we're from Tigerland. Woo!
Well done, Danny.
Steph brought her own trumpet. Danny did it without breathing. How good's that?
I like it, I like it. You must be feeling pretty pumped now then, mate?
Fitty.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, you're the last contestant, so let's see what you've got. Lead him in, Sam. Come on, Matt.
Oh, we're from Tigerland. The fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin.
Hey!
If we're behind, we never mind. We'll fight and win. We're from Tigerland. We never weak until the final siren's gone. We're the tiger of old. We're strong and we're bold. We're from Tiger. Yellow and black. Oh, we're from Tigerland. Eat up alive!
Wow. Woo-hoo. Shy little wallflower, aren't you?
I'd just like to say I grew up in this pub because I went to the school just up the corner.
That's not bad. Don't think you'll get you any votes in
Too
this
late
game,
now.
though.
It's too late.
Wow. We're going to go through... what I'm going to do... That was mind-boggling. I'm going to call out their names. All we want you to do is give us a rapturous applause for each person as I call out their name. Let's hear it for Shazza. Not bad, not bad. Let's hear it for Steph. All right. What about Danny? I wonder. What about Matt? Well done, Shan. That's yours, my friend. You're welcome to either take it now or you can come... No, he's taking it now. He's taking it now. You're bloody awesome. Steph, I'm going to give you the honourable runner-up prize, all right? There's $225 worth of vouchers. Shazza, $225 worth of vouchers. I'll give you a drink card for the Burvale. You probably... Well, you come here a bit, Shazza, so... There you go. $225 for you, Danny. There's a drink card as well. And $225 on top of that for you, Matt. You're a champion, buddy. Take that.
Very good, very good.
Have that as well. You're bloody awesome, thank you. Cheers. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Steph. Well done, guys.
I did it
Good on you, mate.
my
Very good.
All right. Now, that concludes basically the live auction part of the show. The boys, thanks guys, seriously. Thank you so much.
Now, this is a great opportunity for us to thank you guys for all the support you've given us this year, outnumbering GWS by 50-1. It was ridiculous. We love you guys. We love the support you give us. Honestly, it gave us a leg in those final series, so you guys are the best. Well done. Thank you.
Awesome.
Well said, Alex. Absolutely well said. As I said at the start of the show, I've been doing these shows for 7 years. This year, we did 28 shows, or 30 with a couple of Friday shows thrown in. I've seen nearly 9,000 people come through the doors and do these shows this year, but this has been the best show by far. Thank you all so much. Thanks to everyone for your support throughout 2017. Thanks for coming along and supporting both the boys here tonight. It's just been seriously wonderful. I've just got a couple of things I want to go through. Every Wednesday night this year, we've done these shows live from venues all across Melbourne. I'd like now to take the opportunity to thank the live at your local venues, which is where we are right now. They are the reason that you people can come along to these shows and pay $5. $5. It's fantastic. I thank you for all registering and coming along and being just so wonderful about everything. It's just been friggin' awesome. We'll be back next year. Can you imagine this? Round 1 v Carlton. MCG 2018. The Wednesday before that game, we'll be doing a show, and let's hope it's a Richmond one. Get behind us, come along and be more of what we do now, next year. Huge thank you for everyone for supporting us throughout the year. It's been a wonderful experience. We've loved every minute of it. Thank you to all the players who appeared on the shows in 2017. You can go and check out all the shows on YouTube. They're there every week. This one will be up tomorrow, so you can have a look at what happened here tonight.
Minus that last joke.
Yeah, that last one. I'll snippet that out and I'll make that just a...
Just to send it into Damien Barrett or something like that.
What I just wanted to say was thank you to the beautiful Sandy for not only being the first face you see every time when you walk into these shows, but also with her business, The Framing Queen. She's contributed a lot to the shows. Well done, babe. And, yeah. And, yeah, she does a lot of flying too. You Richmond people, if you have anything you want framed, get on, grab Sandy's business card, get in contact with her Facebook page. She'll look after you. Also to the rest of the team, thanks to Sam on audio. Thanks to Ben. Thank you, Ben. There's only 4 people that put these shows together. Me, Ben, Sam and Sandy. So we thank you all for all coming along and being part of it. Thanks to Ben for all your green room interviews throughout the year. They've been bloody funny, mate. You've done a really good job. Well done. You are a little champion. If you want to know where we'll be doing the shows in 2018, get onto all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, or go to the That's Good for Footy Facebook page. Register your details and let the information come to you. Photos and videos of all these shows are on the website, or they're also at That's Good for Footy on the YouTube channel. So for the last time in 2017, can you please put your hands together for Trent Cotchin? And please put your hands together for Alex Rance. I've never done a post-grand final show before, but bloody hell, I'm glad I did. You guys were wonderful and I really appreciate it. You've been watching the That's Good for Footy panel shows. My name's Damien. Thank you and good night, everyone. Cheers.